y'all, Shadowsun here. Welcome back to my channel. So before I get into the main part of this video, I want to just share that this is just something I felt inspired to share, not only from my previous blog post and video, which you can find below in the description, but I want to share it because of what's going on right now and what's going on in the world, and what's going on with the time change and what season we're in and all of that. I want to share a little bit about depression and just crystals that I've used to help me with depression. This is not a replacement for therapy. This is not a replacement for any medical care. This is just what's helped me. I hope that it can help someone. Use these at your own discretion. Feel free to substitute whatever you don't have, and feel free to let me know how this goes for you, or what works for you, what doesn't. But I want to share these because I wanted to see if it helps someone, but also because it's helped me when I have struggled with depression. And I don't use this again in place of any therapies. I still work with my therapist. I still talk to them. I still do what they suggested, and I want to share a little bit of that as well. So I've used several types of crystals, and I mentioned a few of them. These are not the only ones. I could go into a whole list of these, but I'm only mentioning 3 here. And the first one is Carnelian. I love Carnelian. I have several pieces of Carnelian. It's ridiculous. If you haven't seen Carnelian before, I do have a piece lying around here somewhere that I'm trying to desperately get out for you to see. Let's see. So this piece here is a sort of ambery color. It's kind of small. It's tumbled. It has some holes in it. I'm getting it closer to the camera, see if it helps any. And it's really, really little, so it's really hard for me to actually show it. I wish I had a bigger piece to show you, but it's sort of this ambery, orangey, red color type thing. And I love Carnelian for any type of motivation. Those days where you're just really low, those days where you're just really struggling to do anything, really. I love it for any kind of motivation. I love it for any kind of just energy, encouragement. I've used it even for protection of just negative thoughts. Of course, that being said, I am mindful of what I tell myself and mindful of what, being self-aware and negative self-talk and all of that. I love Carnelian for motivation, like I said, any type of just getting me through a low period. I've used it in conjunction with other crystals. I've put it with clear quartz. I've put it with amethyst. I didn't mention that in the blog post, but I'm mentioning it here. I put it with, crystal grids. I've made charm bags. I've made mojo bags. I've made talismans. I've made all kinds of stuff out of it. Used it with a candle. I've used it with a blue candle, actually, for bringing calm, peaceful energy as well. Carnelian is such a versatile piece of stone. It can help with so many things, not just motivation, but just getting you feeling encouraged. I've used it for speaking engagements as well. I feel really nervous and I get really anxious with those sometimes, so I've used it even when I've made videos, or before I've made videos before. Carnelian is just such a versatile crystal. You can find it just about anywhere. My next crystal is Sodalite. Sodalite is amazing. I've also used it within candle spells as well. I've combined it with clear quartz. I've combined it with hematite for grounding, as well as Carnelian for hematite with grounding as well. Carnelian and Sodalite are amazing pieces. Sodalite's blue energy is very soothing to me. I've used it for just low energy days, for days where I feel like I can't accomplish a lot, for days where I just feel like there's a lot of negative thoughts, dark moments, life changes, major changes. Sodalite has just gotten me through that and gotten me through a lot of emotional stuff. And I've used both of those crystals in meditation and therapy exercises, like breathing exercises that I've been suggested. When I'm feeling a really strong emotion, just kind of taking a minute to pause and process that emotion. I've used it in journaling. I've used it to help me process those emotions. Sodalite is a very beautiful piece. I don't have a piece to share with you. I can't find my other pieces. They're somewhere in my midst of many, many, many pieces. I love Sodalite for anxiety and all kinds of different aspects of depression. So use it as you would. And I always charge them for specific purposes. I've used a lot of these in jewelry as well, and I mentioned jewelry later on in the post as well. Use them for any type of emotional situation. with depression or fatigue or any type of aspect of depression that you're dealing with alongside your therapy and medication use. You can even put the crystals by your medication as a tip as well, like to put, let's say you want a little more energy, or you want help with motivation, or you want help with just really low periods, put one of these crystals by your meds, or make a grid around it, or use a candle and charge it, not the medication, that is, just charge the crystal with a candle and put a grid around it. Those are just some options for you as well. And my last and final piece of crystal that I used is Rhodochrosite. If you don't have Rhodochrosite or clear quartz, I don't have a piece to share, unfortunately. Can't find it. I've lost it. Unfortunately, I have another piece somewhere, I hope. And if I don't, I'm getting a new one. But Rhodochrosite is amazing for emotional balance, finding the root of emotional things. You can charge a piece of clear quartz for that as well. You can charge multiple pieces of clear quartz to help you with all of these things. Use it in journaling, use it in spell jars, mojo bags, talismans, crystal grids. You can add them to those two pieces I've mentioned above. You can add them to pieces to help you just balance out your emotions and really keep your emotions kind of in check, help you process, help you aid, help you get through those emotional moments with depression and anxiety. In my case, I've used it and held it as a focus exercise. I've used it to, as I look into a candle's flame, I've used it to guide me and get me through these really tough times that we're having right now. And those are just some crystals that I've used. I've used them in jewelry. Not so much the Rhodochrosite or quartz. Well, I have quartz pieces in jewelry actually. But yeah, I've used those in jewelry. I've used those in just carrying it with me, holding it, meditating with it, doing all these different other things. Any other questions, feel free to leave a comment below. But I hope that this helps someone. You know, please keep in mind, like I said, use what you are learning in therapy to help you with these crystal uses. Charge them with the things you need to work with, like with your depression, with your dark moments, whatever is going through you. Reach out for help if you need it. You know, not in place of medical care. Use them in alongside your medical care, and it can really complement it. So, hope y'all are doing well, and I'll speak to y'all soon. If you like what you see, please like, subscribe, and share with your friends. Speak to y'all soon, and many blessings.